If you're an old school gamer or you're not sure about mechanical keys, but you want all the benefits of a gaming keyboard, you might want to consider the RAZER Ornata Chroma. Here we have the RAZER Ornata keyboard. Probably the best name for a keyboard if you've got an English accent. Ornata. This keyboard retails at $99.99 in the UK and also $99.99 in the US. It's a full-size keyboard with mid-height keys, which are kind of a halfway point between a normal key and a chiclet key like you'd find on some laptops. So quite a low profile on those. The font on the keys is nice, it's clear, it's not quite as bold and robotic looking as some of the other RAZER keyboards. As far as the Chroma RGB lighting goes, this keyboard is amazing. It's got the white backplate behind the keys, much like the Corsair Strafe RGB. So the light is vivid, it's really obvious, it stands out. There is a more standard non-chroma version as well if you just want one static colour, which comes in RAZER Green. If it's fast access macro keys you're looking for, this isn't for you. There's nothing down the side here, which was actually my personal preference because I prefer Control tab to be on the far left hand side for muscle memory for my fingers. You can, however, record macros if you like, but not for me. You've got three options for your cable channel. You can run it straight out the middle at the back, or you can run it out the left or right hand side to keep it out of the way depending on your preference. I've heard some other tech reviews on this keyboard saying that RAZER have sorted out the cable pinching issue. Mine certainly does still have that problem, as you can see. The cable braiding has taken some damage, and that's just from moderate use as well. We've got the usual rubber pads to stop it slipping around on your desk, and also these retractable feet so you can adjust the height slightly depending on how you prefer it to sit. The keys are RAZER's mecha membrane switches. So they're a smooth membrane press, but with a tactile click from a little piece of metal that's underneath the key. They're not too noisy and have a 10 key rollover, so anti-ghosting capability for up to 10 simultaneous key presses. The keys have quite a heavy actuation force, similar to the heavier mechanical keys, and the actuation point on the key is quite distinctive, which is good for feedback when you're gaming especially. The main frame of the keyboard, although being plastic, is quite sturdy. It doesn't flex very much, and when it's sat on the desk you can't even tell, to be honest. As usual with RAZER's Synapse software, you can do a vast array of custom lighting effects. There are some preset ones, or if you've got the time and the patience, which I don't, you can develop your own as well and make it look as funky as you like. Here's a demonstration of what the keyboard actually sounds like. I don't think it's too loud or intrusive, especially if you've got other people in the same house or room as you. The spacebar, in my opinion, sounds bloody awful, but the rest of the keys sound fine. If you think these keys will be too loud for you, then the RAZER Synosa is a good option with just the membrane keys without the mechanical click. If you've already got the Ornata and have decided now that it's too loud, look at my other video on how to modify the keys to make them as silent as the Synosa, so no click. I've got to say the highlight of this product though is the wrist rest. It's magnetic, so it can just be thrown at the keyboard and it clips into place. It can be removed for cleaning just by pulling it away. The magnet's not massively strong, but at the same time I've never found that I've accidentally dragged it away from the keyboard while gaming or typing. But this faux leather covering on it is lovely. It's great to feel, it's squidgy and really comfortable on your wrists. RAZER played this down a little bit by only describing it as ergonomic. I would have said sexual myself. It's unfortunate that the plastic finish on this keyboard is ever so slightly textured, because I found that the dust collects in the grain and it's really hard to keep clean even with a decent desktop vacuum or a moist baby wipe. If I give it a quick rub, you can see it comes out nice at first, but as soon as it dries, the dust seems to still be there. To summarise, I think this keyboard's a good in-betweener. I prefer the low profile of the keys. I find mechanical keys are too high for me. Even if I'm using a wrist rest, it's not comfortable for my wrist. So it's a good option if you don't care particularly about mechanical keyboards or the keys or the prices you have to pay for them these days as well. I personally prefer this feel of key over mechanical, as I always liked the laptop feel, and I didn't notice that it improved or reduced my gaming abilities, reaction speeds, anything like that. So I could happily use either. It's just my personal preference on this one. I've linked some other useful videos of mine below, and if you have any comments, feel free to chuck them in, and I try to reply to all of them. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell, and you'll get notifications when I upload my next video. I also do gaming videos as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.